United Kingdom, abstain. United States, yes.
The resolution of the Dutch Committee for Palestine was adopted by 33 votes, 13 against, 10 abstentions.
I was active in the Zionist youth movement in New York. And as part of that, I got in touch with people of the Haganah. I helped as much as a kid of 16, 17 could help. When Israel was attacked by 6 armies on May 16th, and it looked pretty much like they, according to all the military experts, they could not survive, they could not win this war, and they would be defeated. It was clear there would be another Holocaust. And when I heard that, I asked I volunteered with the Haganah people at the time. I had no military background. I couldn't offer anything except me.
I enlisted in the U.S. Navy during World War II. And I went to boot camp, came out of boot camp. They sent me to engineering school. I was assigned to a flotilla to go to Japan, to the invasion of Japan as an engineer, marine engineer. And they had something that we never heard of, an atom bomb. The atom bomb fell and Hirohito heard I was coming, so he surrendered. And the war ended, and they sent me home. I'm home, I'm getting ready to go to engineering college, and I get a phone call. Hello? I say, okay, radio. They say, this is Paul Kamenetsky. Paul, yeah, I said, yes. Would you like to help your people? So I look around, who is this? He says, if you want to help your people, we know you're a marine engineer, phone conversation, and we need you desperately on ships, sail ships, be on the corner of 39th Street and Lexington Avenue, 4 o'clock this Thursday. A man with a black leather jacket will walk by at 4 o'clock. If he tucks a newspaper under his arm, follow him around the corner. If he throws it in a waste paper basket, go home, you're being followed. Click. At 4 o'clock, a guy walks by with a black leather jacket, tucks a newspaper. I follow him into the building. He sits down, he shakes my hand. He says, my name is Akiva Skadel. We know you're a marine engineer. We want you to sail small boats between Palestine and Cyprus. If the British catch you, they will hang you. Will you go? I said, let's go. I joined a group of friends in a kibbutz in the Bet Shan Valley. And from there, I went into the Golani Brigade, where I served in the Bet Shan Valley for a period of time. I was in action at the time in the Bet Shan Valley. We had most of my duties were guard duty, ambushes, patrols. I never doubted, I never questioned myself, are we going to be defeated? Can we get killed? Sure. Can we get defeated? No. We head down for South Italy, southern Italy, and there, for the first time, I met my people. And these are our people who came out of the Holocaust going to Palestine because they had no place to live. They had no place to go. They couldn't go home. There was no Israel. There was only Palestine. And the British were blocking it. They wouldn't even let them in. We hit a port there called La Spezia, Porta Veneta. And as they come on the ship, each one of our people hug and kiss you, and they say, "Ins Gemet to Eretz Yisrael, we're going to our homeland." Now we get to Haifa, the ship blows, everybody walks off first, of course. So my friend picks me up, Hal picks me up, we get into his car, and we begin to drive. And we drive up to Caesarea. And we get out. He says, "You're now in the Israeli Navy." I said to him, "Where are the ships?" He says, "We don't have ships." He says, "You're now in a new organization called Shayetes Losasre, which is the SEALs." I says, "Hal, I can't swim." I couldn't swim in those days. I wasn't a swimmer. He says to me, "Don't worry about it. Just put on a pair of flippers and a glass, and we would get into this beautiful lagoon in Caesarea, and we walk around, and he says, "We don't swim on top, we swim on bottom." And that's how I got into the SEALs. And I served during the War of Independence with the Israeli Navy SEALs.
I think of that particular time of my life almost every day. And I feel the little that I contributed was a lot, in the sense of being there, in terms of the people that I touched. And they found out that I came from America, from a safe place, to be with the Israeli, to be with Israel. You know, there are many ways in which you can help Israel, and it doesn't have to be fighting. What is important today is to work or do whatever you can for the continuity of the Jewish people. There has to be Jewish solidarity, that we have to make sure that we help each other and watch over each other. And we make sure that we don't do anything that's detrimental to other Jews. Young Jewish people going on birthright, going on Taglit today, are, as we were in 1948, going to fight for Israel, because that's what they're doing. By going on Taglit, they are fighting for Israel and showing that they are with the people. They're standing with Israel. And that's why this is so important.
These youngsters who go with birthright, they come back, the ones I speak to, every one of them, they fall in love with Israel. Some join the army. That's why I speak for lone soldier. I'm one of the first lone soldiers. I had nobody there. And so it's a beautiful thing. And it's got to be kept going. It's so important. We say, l'dor v'dor, from generation to generation. It's so important.